It took quite a bit of effort to calm Zhou Hazai down, and by the time I got home, it was already very late. Thinking Suj was asleep, I didn't turn on the lights and tiptoed toward the room, but behind me came Suj's voice floating out of the darkness. "You're back." Startled, I quickly turned on the lamp. "You're still up." Suj was sitting upright on the sofa, posture composed, like he had been waiting in the dark for a long time. "Can't sleep. Are you feeling unwell?" I asked. He shook his head, but under the light, his complexion was paler than usual, completely bloodless. Panicked, I rushed over. "Why do you look so weak? Did you overdose on the inhibitors?" "It's all my fault. I was in such a hurry. I didn't even notice." Suj interrupted me. "Where did you go after that today?" "Me. I went to find Zhou Hazai." I recalled earlier events and couldn't help laughing. "He was a bit crushed today." "When I woke up," Suj said quietly, "everyone was gathered around me, everyone except you." His shoulders slumped slightly as he lowered his head. His expression was distant and lost, like a rain-soaked flower, like fragile glass. I quickly apologized. "I'm sorry. That was my fault. I should have stayed and taken care of you." Suj looked straight at me. After a moment of silence, he said, "Don't let it happen again." The next day in the meeting room, Zhou Hazai and Suj sat across from each other. One looked utterly unwilling, the other calm and resolute. I opened the proposal document and said, "Given the outcome yesterday, Mega plans to initiate a new round of antibody iteration. Suj, we'd like to invite you to participate in the follow-up experiments. Of course, compensation will increase significantly." "The exact amount?" Zhou Hazai raised an eyebrow. "You'll be satisfied." Suj snorted, ignored him, and glanced at the proposal. "There's no deadline written here." Deadline? Previous subjects participated until the next iteration succeeded. What if it never succeeds? Zhou Hazai gritted his teeth. "It will, soon," Suj sneered. "After yesterday, you're still that confident. President Zhou, you 6 months." Suj clearly came prepared. "I'll cooperate with your experiments for 6 months, and I won't take a penny, but on one condition: if after 6 months you still haven't succeeded." He leaned forward and locked eyes with Zhou Hazai like a challenge. "Then please publicly admit that the antibody research has failed, that Alpha's attraction to Omega is ultimately irresistible." "So that's his true motive." I did a quick mental calculation. 6 months, 6 experiments. Previous iterations progressed quickly, but this one, not so certain. I asked tentatively, "What if we refuse?" Suj replied, "Then I'll announce right now that the Mega experiment has failed. Even if you develop a successful version later, no one will believe it." Zhou Hazai, enraged, nearly lost it. "In your dreams, watch me, I'll succeed way before 6 months." "Oh," Suj raised a brow, "sounds like 6 months is too long for you." Then how about, sensing that Zhou Hazai was about to fall into his trap, I shouted, "6 months it is." Both of them paused, startled. I seized the moment. "Suj, aside from the experiments, could you also assist with some data analysis during the 6 months?" Suj thought for a moment, then shrugged. "Well, since Baby asked me so nicely, sure." "Baby?" Zhou Hazai stared at me, frowning. "Why is he calling you baby?" I ignored him and quickly updated the proposal document, then slapped it in front of the 2 men. "Sign it." Everything settled, but Zhou Hazai still wouldn't let it go. "Why does he call you baby?" "Expressionless," I replied. "If he's in a good mood, he might even call you sweetheart." Suj burst out laughing. Propping his chin with one hand, he gave Joe Hazai a playful wink. Wouldn't be the worst thing. Joe Hazai flinched like he'd been struck. I sighed. This battle was going to be a long one. From that day on, Joe Hazai seemed possessed. Already known for his tireless energy, he now worked like a maniac. After nearly 50 hours without rest, I tried to convince him to sleep. He refused, as stubborn as a mule. At first, I spoke gently, but eventually I lost patience. Even if you're fine, what about the rest of the staff? Come on, we're just employees, not martyrs. You want us to work ourselves to death. Behind me, the office was full of red-rimmed, soulless eyes. After I spoke, the whole place went silent. From the doorway, Suji's voice cut through the echoed and sharp to an S-Class Alpha. There's no one else in the world. He stepped into view, expression indifferent and scornful. All he sees is his own pride and ambition. To avoid escalation, I quickly walked over. Why are you here? Suji's expression softened when he saw me. You've been gone too long. I was worried about you, baby. He held up a food container. Brought you dinner, just in case you hadn't eaten. Perfect timing. I quickly pulled him into the break room. While eating, I was distracted the whole time, mind racing, with these two constantly at each other's throats. How were we supposed to survive the next 6 months? Is it good? Suji suddenly leaned in close, blinking those big eyes at me, snapping back to focus. I nodded quickly. Very good, thanks. Suji grinned, mischievous and playful. He said, I tasted it earlier. It's terrible. Big sis, I think we're alike. How? We both dislike Joe Hazai. I waved my hands in protest. No, not me. I wouldn't dare. He's your boss. Yeah, are you here just for the paycheck? Then how about this? I'll take care of you instead. I laughed. Last I checked, you're still using my money and eating my food. Suji linked his fingers with mine. I can't do it. His earnest and gentle expression made me pause and take him more seriously. I believe